Hello everyone, myself Dr. Sushma M. Jogan. In continuation with the previous video, in this video let us explore some of the important features of OBS, that is Open Broadcast Software. So here you can see some of the important features given on the screen. So after installation directly it will take into this page as I have told earlier. So here you can see scenes, sources, which is very important to develop an effective uh, video lecture. So this is audio mixer where you can see uh, the level of the audio, and the next one is the control. So let me tell you one by one. So here you can see scenes. Scenes is nothing but scene one, the present screen which is visible to us. If I click on plus, it takes me to the scene 2. If I click on OK, you can see this is scene 2, and the blue one, this is scene 1. So in this way we can add as many scenes as we can. So for example, if we do not have any PowerPoint presentation and we want to do some videos, lecturing video, you can preserve those under different scenes and you can record it as well. So this is scene 1, which is our main scene. So here you can see text I have put, and I have input images, that is our university logo. So this we can do with the help of plus sign here under sources. So the sources is very important to develop any kind of video lecture. So if you click on plus mark here, you can see several options which is given in the sources tab. So when you click on plus tab, you can see audio input capture, which is already here, and audio output capture. The next one is browser. So for example, if I click on browser, it asks me to create new browser, and if I say OK, then it asks me to put an URL. So what I do is I'll put our university website vskub.ac.in. So if I click on OK, immediately it will take us to the website which we have put. So here you can see the university website here. So automatically, immediately it will take us to the browser which we had put the URL. So if you don't want that, then you can click on the same and you can click on minus, it removes, and plus it adds add-on sources. So the next source is a color scene. Color source is something which I have put here, which is blue in color, you can see. If you want to change the color, even you can change the color, otherwise the screen will be black. For example, here you can see scene 2, this is black in color. If you want to change the color, now I'll show here itself. So color source, if I click on OK, so you can see the white background here. If you want to add a color, you can add. Let me take green color, green screen. So if I say OK, then you can see this is scene 2. So this is scene 1, which is blue in color, and scene 2, this is green color. You can resize this as much as you can. So now the complete screen is green, scene 2 screen is green. So this is scene 1. Now we have added, I have already added text also. So I'll show the same thing here. So if you click on plus, text is down. So after color source, you can see display capture. Display capture, um, if I click on that, it will take to the displaying. So this may not so useful for us to record a video. So let us remove this one. So the next important thing is image. So you can put image here. As I have put image already, the same image you can put as many as images you can put your own image as well. So what I do is, now the next one is image slideshow. Image slideshow is really very important because this is something which takes the images slideshow on its own. You need not to touch the mouse, so it takes on its own. For example, if I click on image slideshow, if I say OK, and down you can see image files here. So if I click on plus mark, it asks me to add files here. So if I want to add some files here, then that is possible. So if I say okay, so now I'll resize this. You can see I'm not clicking on anywhere. You can see the cursor here, but this is something which changes on its own. The slideshow runs on its own. The image slideshow run videos as well. You can also explain some of the videos if you want to explain to the students. So right now I don't want to do that. So scene is something, scene 1 and scene 2. Either you can go with plus sign there in the first tab, or else even you can go with the this scene also. So no more scenes I want to add here. And the next one is very important one, that is text. So text is something which you can display throughout the video lecturing. So for example, I'll put my name here. Uh, so this is something which remains throughout the video. So you can change the font size as well. So let me select Times New Roman with bold italic. And if I say OK here, you can also see the alignment and capacity. You can decrease that. So if I say OK, you can see here. So you can decrease this and you can put let it remain throughout the video. So like this you can add, and let me go to the scene 1. So this is the scene 1, same thing which how I have created under scene 2. So I have put the logo and our university name with the background. You can change the background as well. If I click on color source, so if I select the color, I can change the color as I want. So let me take this color. I say okay, then you can see the color I can change here. And the next very important one is video capture device. So this is something which we wanted, that is our face cam or webcam in other words. So if I click on this, if I say okay, then now you can see me here. So I can resize this, I can resize the video, and I can drag at any corner of the video. So this is the video capture device. So video capture device is your own video. You can put it in this on the screen. So the next part is window capture. So now I'll be taking the PowerPoint presentation. So to do that, let me remove the text. So if I click on minus, it is removed. Image also, because already I have given the image in my PowerPoint presentation. So let us go with the window capture. So if I say window capture, then I'll tap on OK. Then this is something which it asks for. That's why we should be very careful in using window option. Window is something which you want to display it for. For example, if I click on here, um, so if it is asking for different screens which is opened. So to do this, what I have to do is I'll just say cancel and I'll minimize the screen and I'll go to the PowerPoint presentation. The one PowerPoint presentation which I have already opened is, so let me open that PowerPoint presentation. And one thing I should be very careful to run this in a slideshow is, so what you have to do is go to the slideshow option, and there you can go to setup slideshow, and under there you have to click on browsed by an individual window, because this PowerPoint presentation should be in an individual window. Then only we can run the PowerPoint when we are teaching the lecture. So just click on browsed by an individual under the window tab. So this one you can click on OK. So once it is done, you can um, run your slideshow. So now I'm keeping on slideshow. So what you can do is then I'll just go to the OBS screen, and what I do is under window capture, once again I'll double click on this. So if I double click on this, now you can see PowerPoint slideshow. So this is something which I wanted to run on my screen of OBS. So if I click on OK, then you can see this slideshow which is running on another window that is visible under this main screen. So if I click on OK, then what I do is I'll just resize this one. So you can resize and you can drag your webcam as well, face cam. So what I do is, so even you can say to bring it on above the PPT, what you can do is go to the order and move up. Otherwise, if you want to do same thing, you can go with move down or top or bottom, wherever you want. So now I can resize the slide. So once it is done, okay, and in the down, if you want to add a text, you can add text as well. So one thing what you want to do here is don't bring your face cam in the corner, because when you record a video of this particular software, your face will be somewhere in the corner. So what you can do is just put it on the above side so that it will be visible throughout the video lecturing. So in this way, this is how you can open a PowerPoint presentation in this software, that is OBS software. Now, some of the settings, let us look quickly some of the settings with the help of which, without using mouse, you can run by using keyboard. So to do that, what you have to do is go to the settings. Under settings, this is general settings. Let it be default as it is, no need to change. And the next one is stream. Stream is something which is for live, maybe on YouTube or the other medias as we do. So this is output. Let it be. Otherwise, output where you want to put, either on a desktop or somewhere, videos, whatever you want to do, you can. An important one is hotkeys. So this is hotkeys, that is keyboard. Without using mouse, you can run the video, or you can record a video of your screen of video lecturing with the help of keyboard as well. So to do that, what you can do is put a cursor on start recording. So for start recording, what you want, which key you want. So easy key, either left or right or up and down or even backspace, enter, any key which you want to put, that will be it will take automatically. So what I do is up key I'll use it for start recording, and down key I'll use for stop the recording, and for pause recording I'll use the space key, and the same thing for unpause. So like this you can set your own uh, settings for recording a video. So I'll just save the changes. So now quickly let me start record a video. So now without using mouse, I'll be using key, that is up key. Up, if I press up, you can see recording. It turns into red button and it starts recording immediately. So I'll just, now you can see it is in red in color. So what you can do is you can start recording in this way, and let me start a video recording by using the up button as I told earlier. So uh, hello students, I welcome you all in this presentation. In this video, we are going to learn about UTS dispatch, which has come in the year 1854, which has led a foundation for the education system in India. So myself, Dr. Sushma Jogan, I'm here for you to teach you about UTS dispatch, which was the first education policy has come in 1854. So Uts Dispatch, let us see the introduction. It is a long document of 100 paragraphs, so it holds unique place in the history of Indian education, of course. So this has come by the Charter Act of the British Parliament, which they have to renew for every 20 years. And there were a number of problems which was a country facing, and to overcome all those problems, the company had led a definite policy to change the complete education system in India. And Sir Charles Wood was the president of the Board of Control during that time. And the committee studied the issues thoroughly and reported that the development of Indian education cannot be ignored. Therefore, the Board of Directors favorably considered the suggestions of the committee. So, therefore, the declaration issued on July 19th in the year 1854, which was known as Wood's Dispatch. The famous thinker John Stuart Mill, a clerk of the company at that time, wrote the dispatch. Based on the recommendations given by the dispatch, new educational policies were formed. In this way, we can see the Woods dispatch has come into prominence. Let us see the aims and objectives. So here you can see the several aims and objectives which has given the highest priority to the responsibility of Indian education and other responsibilities of the company as well. So to impart, to educate, to promote, to develop and to create. What to impart? To impart Western knowledge and information. So, how the Western knowledge is and how the Western information can be input and what are the Western culture can be brought to the Indians that has also been input and that has also been was the responsibility of the commission. So to educate the natives of India so that a class of public servants could be created, so that they can be, even the Indians can be eligible to give the highest examination, that is public service. So today we call it as a UPSC and Karnataka Public Service Commission as well. To promote, what to promote? To promote intellectual development and a moral character, to develop practical and vocational skills, to create a good market for consumption of those goods which has been produced. So these are the aims and objectives. And the salient features are to establish universities. Yes, this was one of the important and striking feature of Education Commission, that is Oates Dispatch. And the other one is medium of instruction. That is, they said that English should be the medium of instruction and the vernacular languages as well. So expansion of mass education, they wanted every Indian to be educated. And female education, they also motivated female education, and they also recommended for a granted system. They established new middle schools as well and scholarship and stipends for the students, and demanded periodical report of government inspectors as well. So these are some of the salient features of Woods Dispatch 1854, and recommendations. As you can see, they started to establish Department of Education and Mass Education universities. So the three important universities which were established as per the recommendations, that is um, under three presidency towns, that is Madras, Mumbai, and in West Bengal as well. That is important part, and the granted aid system, as I have told, and training to the teachers. So teacher training centers in all the provinces and training schools for engineer, medical, and law as well, recommended by the commission. Professional education has also been recommended by the commission. So introduction of network of graded schools, so primary to the university level, has also been given by this commission only. And there are some of the merits and demerits as well by this committee. So well, this is about Uts Dispatch 1854. So hope you have understood about Uts Dispatch 1854. In the upcoming videos, I'll be telling you some other educational commissions and what are the recommendations they have brought to change the entire education system in our country. Thank you. So in this way, you can record a video under OBS software. So I hope you have understood about how you can upload the PowerPoint presentation. And the thing is, just go to the slideshow and set up the slideshow first. Then you will be able to run the PowerPoint presentation along with the video. So with this, I conclude. Thank you.